Hello, everybody. This is Professor Hassey. It's week number 3 of Business 635, Managing Financial Resources. And as we begin our third week, the theme of this week is case study number 1 and financial statement analysis. First off, we'll talk about case number 1, which has now been posted into Blackboard and is due Sunday, January 26th. And also we have financial statement analysis, which we'll talk about in our midweek video this week. Here's our Blackboard site, and I've already posted your discussion number 2 grades to Blackboard. Excuse me, I'm fighting the flu today, so I apologize. I don't want to show you me too much my ugly mug. I'm a little rough around the edges today. But be that as it may, I've already posted your discussion number 2 grades for this week. Again, excellent postings by all. I enjoyed all your different varieties of analyzing assets and their valuations, either in the present tense or the future tense. And also I appreciate the feedback to your fellow classmates, giving them some feedback. Some of you did a super job in doing that, and I awarded those with some extra credit points, over 100, as you can see in your grades. Our assessment this week is case number 2, and if you go to the case study file folder, which is right here in Blackboard on the left-hand side, and click on that, you'll see a case. There are 2 files there. One is a Word doc file, one is a PDF file. It's the same work in just different formats for you to download. There's also a file that gives the Dow Jones Industrial Index companies, and then there's a rubric file, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. This case is to be in any format that you choose. There's no particular format I'm demanding for this case. You can type it out in a Word document, even right on the document that I give you as the casework. You can present it in a PDF document. You can do an Excel document. You can any format whatsoever. So do not worry about the format. All I need is at least one file with your name on it posted to this Blackboard file folder by next Sunday. And you can follow the directions here in Blackboard. Here's the case. Just some questions that kind of sum up your discussion work from last week. I'm just going over the final review of our class in regards to capital financing. Just some final questions, and many of you answered these and had examples of these type of questions last week, so it might not be too difficult, and also you can use that as a study guide for your posting this week. The first question involves the time value of money. 2 questions there. The second question involves debt valuation. What are some questions about valuing and determining the price of bonds? The third question involves stock valuation, where I give the example of General Electric. General Electric is a company whose stock has been not too impressive the last few years. Matter of fact, they were kicked off the Dow Jones Industrial Average a while ago and replaced by the drugstore Walgreens. And I want you to take an analysis of General Electric over the last few years and answer this question accordingly. And then finally, there's risk evaluation taken from Chapter 6, where I want you to select a company from the Dow Jones Industrial Index, one company, find its current credit rating, find its current beta value, its risk value, determine the capital asset pricing model return for that. Remember the capital asset pricing model? Some of you used this as an example last week in your discussion forum. The capital asset pricing model is talked about in Chapter 6. I want you to determine what is the current return on investment for this company that you selected, using the rates in the market as 1.81 as the current risk-free rate, and using as 9% the current market risk of return. That is not the market premium rate, that is the market risk of return. Find the beta and you can calculate the required return on investment for that company. And I want you to just give an analysis of what you think this company stands right now as far as risk in the market. That's our first case this week. Fairly straightforward, nothing really fancy. Just to answer those questions, to review the idea of capital financing and valuation that we talked about the first 4 chapters, the first 2 weeks of this class. This work is worth 15% of your grade. Again, You can do any format of file that you feel is comfortable. You can even give me 2 files. If you want to do work on a Word document and then do some of the calculations in an Excel file, that's fine. It makes no difference. If you have any questions on this case during the course of the week, remember I have office hours on Tuesday and Thursday afternoons from 1 to 3 o'clock now, and Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. The links are in the Blackboard file. Let me show you that. Oh, there I am. Whew. Not looking very good today, Professor Hassey. Hang on. There we go. The WebEx links are located in this WebEx links file folder in Blackboard. You click that on. Say you want to talk to Mr. Hassey on Thursday evening, you click that. If you want to talk to Mr. Hassey on Tuesday afternoon, you click that. You want to talk to Mr. Hassey on Thursday afternoon, you click that. That's how we stay in touch via WebEx. And again, if you don't want to use WebEx, you can also just send me an email or a text and I'll be happy, or post to the discussion forum. I'll be happy to answer your questions. In addition to the fourth file I've posted for this case is a rubric. A rubric is what I'm looking for as answers. Good answers, bad answers, information. And this rubric this week for our case number 1 assessment is rather basic. What you can and cannot do if you show any weaknesses or not answer the questions properly. Style, organization, grammar. Very basic rubric. You know, as we move along through our class, I'm going to give you a little bit more specifics on some projects, but this one is basically a writing and analysis exam of questions. So we use our basic financing or finance rubric, and that's it here. It just gives you an idea what I'll be looking for if you want to get a good grade on this, which is A or better naturally. You want to make sure you answer all the questions carefully, informatively, supply any citing of references that you might have, and then follow along this rubric. And finally today, this Martin Luther King holiday, financial statement analysis. Here's an outline and some PowerPoints from the work of chapters 3 and 12, which regard to financial analysis and forecasting. I will talk more about this in my midweek video and presentation. For now, I want you to concentrate on that case, and then we move forward into this later on this week. But this is our topic, is what does the financial data, the accounting information, tell us in regards to financing, in regards to capital finance and managing financial resources. And we'll get into that later this week, but you might want to read through this introduction and take a look at it in preparation for that. Well, that's my video for this week, for this introduction week number 3. Hope you all have a great week. I'll talk to you later. For my Irvine campus group who do not have class today because of the Martin Luther King holiday, this will give you an introduction to our week, because we do not have class this week because your class happens to be this evening. So this will be an introduction to you for the week which you need to do. So again, it's been a pleasure. Have a great holiday today if you are at home. As you can see in the background, I'm watching a hockey game. Ha-ha. And besides that, getting prepared for the upcoming week. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.